What's up, y'all? So I'm back with another one, man. This one right here was dope, man. I went to Dubai, the UAE, which is called the United Arab Emirates. So this was my first time out in the Middle East, you know, and everything like that. And it was pretty cool, man. I went on this flight. The flight was extremely long. You know, they actually serve you food on the flight and everything like that. And the food was delicious, man. They serve you twice while you on the flight. I got a layover flight. We had stopped in Jordan, and then I got a quick flight to Dubai. When I first got there, yo, everything looked amazing. Like, you know, the buildings, everything like that. You know, it looked real dope. It's like, you know, it's like I was in a city equivalent to New York, man. It was pretty dope, man. So I got to my hotel room, and I remember the bathroom situation was kind of fly. They had like 2 different toilets and stuff like that, and it was pretty dope, man. I stayed right on this busy street, which was surrounded by numerous restaurants. So they had all kind of food out there, you know, Lebanese food and, you know, different Mediterranean type of food. And it was dope, man. It was delicious, man. I had a good time out there. While I was driving, I kept seeing all these different, like, car dealerships and everything like that. And it was pretty dope, man. It was, you know, expensive car dealers. They had, like, Bentley and different stuff like that. And it was real dope, man. I actually went to this mall, which was right next to the Burj Khalifa. It's actually attached to it. So for those who don't know, the Burj Khalifa at this time is the tallest building in the world. So in the mall, I took a couple pictures. It was a high-end mall, so they had a lot of high-end stores like, you know, Patek and Rolex, you know, Hublot, stuff like that. And it was real cool, man. So, you know, I walked around the mall. I had got something to eat. Food was real good in there, too. I know they cook with yogurt. You know, I guess that's a lot of Mediterranean-style food. They, I guess, season the food with yogurt or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, they had this waterfall in the middle of the mall, too. That was pretty cool. And they had this Jordan store that had these dope looking Jordans. And, you know, I basically looked in there. So then I made my way to the Burj Khalifa. I'm not going to lie, it was kind of expensive. They have 2 different floors you could go on. So if you want to go to the highest floor that they have available, that's one price. I think it was over $200. And then the next level, which was a couple floors under it, was I guess almost $200, but it was under $200. So it kind of caught me by surprise, but you know, I still paid it because, you know, it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. So you basically go and get in this elevator, and I also paid for the fast pass, I guess it's called. It lets you skip the lines and everything like that. So once you get in this elevator, you realize the elevator shoots you all the way up. Like, you're seeing it go from, like, the 10th floor to the 20th floor to the 30th, like, kind of quick. And it's just kind of crazy, man. So once you get up there, yo, it's an amazing view. An amazing view. Like, you're looking at all these tall buildings that, at this point, look like they're far down from where you're at. And it's dope, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of, I have a little problem with height, so you know, my legs started buckling a little bit when I got towards the window because, you know, the whole area is surrounded by windows and you get a chance to look straight down, man, you know. But then, you know, they also serve you like little refreshments, like, you know, juice and little snacks and stuff like that. And then you start to make your way down. So you get on another level where you have a chance to take pictures with like this wing type of thing on a window. You know, you could stand in the middle and it looked like you have wings or whatever. And then, you know, you get a chance to take pictures, you know, and stuff like that. And it's pretty dope, man. When I got down to the bottom, I actually went to one of those spots that wrap your head up with the, you know, traditional head wrap. And, yeah, that's definitely what I was looking for, man. I was looking forward to, you know, getting that and taking pictures and stuff like that. And like I said, it was dope, man. I was outside. It was a beautiful day. The scenery was beautiful. I took pictures in front of the Burj Khalifa, you know, and it's just an amazing building. It's, you know, it's an amazing sight, you know. So I did all that stuff, and then another thing I realized was they had a parking lot there, and in that parking lot was numerous luxury cars. Dubai is one of the most, richest places in the world for those who don't know. So I was looking at Ferraris and Bentleys and Lamborghinis and all type of stuff like that. And this is just people's regular cars that they park at this parking lot. So when I got back to my hotel, I ordered some more food and things like that. And I just had a good night, was drinking, just chilling out. And then one of the next days, I actually went on this tour. So basically, the tour was supposed to be camel riding / ATV riding in the desert. And, I definitely want to see that. So, the guy came and picked me up. And then he went to another resort and picked up this other family. And we went on about an hour ride to the desert to where we was going to do the tour at. And basically, he was just giving us, a bunch of history and stuff like that. And a bunch of different lessons about Dubai. So one of the things I learned was, they don't charge tax out there. They're rich because, it's a lot of oil and stuff like that. And it's 7 different emirates that they all unite to make the UAE. So Dubai is one of the more relaxed ones because of tourism, I guess. But it's one of them that's really strict. Like, they don't drink alcohol out there. And the emirate that's right next door to it is the one that actually sells the alcohol and has the highest, profit of alcohol and stuff like that. So, it was that. And, I learned a lot of other stuff. One thing I did learn was kind of horrible is the way they treat Africans, African women, So one of the things they do is they advertise in these African countries, for them people to come to Dubai for a better living, and a better life, better opportunities and things like that. Once you get there, they, obviously they saved all their little money to be able to afford to get over there. And I think the visa process is pretty quick. So once they get over there, they learn that nobody could become a citizen. They don't give citizenships to anybody. Even if you have kids there and everything like that, you won't be able to get citizenship. And it's hard to get work. So now, basically, the people who come to the African ladies and they propose the idea of them, being prostitutes. And that's basically what they do. They kind of trick them and trap them into that. So when they're out there, the whole country basically looks at African women as, prostitutes. Because they know this was the plot to get them over there to force them into that. And it was, kind of fucked up. While I was driving, I also, we had passed some oil rings and whatever. And rigs or whatever this called. And we had found out that one of the, I don't know if he's a president. I don't know what the title is for the person that runs the emirate. But he had just discovered some oil and some gas. So, that made him even more rich and stuff like that. And, it was what it was. We was just, driving, seeing these different buildings and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool, man. So once we arrived to this location, it's this supermarket. And all these, Arabic people come out and they greet you and stuff like that. And they dress you up in attire. They do get you because, I assume it was part of the tour. I didn't know they was going to charge me for it. And the price was kind of steep, you know what I'm saying? So, I bought it because it was like, I'm here. I want to dress up in a uniform and everything. And, I want to experience that and take pictures and have a good time. So I did pay for it. But again, I felt like they did trick me by putting everything on me and then telling me that they charged me afterwards. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So after that, we get onto this camel, it's right there into the desert. And it basically takes you out a little bit and, it's just a pitch opportunity. You take a few pictures and then they walk you back. After that, you get into the next portion of it was the ATV riding. So the family I was with, it was about 3 boys, a man and his wife. So they actually wanted the buggy style ATV. Now, if you want that, you had to pay more. So again, they were trying to persuade me into getting that and stuff. And, I felt like they already got me with the suit. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just do the regular 1-seater ATV. So they put you in this next portion of the desert, which is caged off, but it's a lot of space. And they tell you have like an hour where you could just go ride around and go crazy. And it's these hills and everything. And I had a good time doing that, man. I was just riding up and down these hills and just going crazy in the desert, man. It was really dope. So after the time is up, you meet back up with the tour instructor, and basically he puts you in the car and he does the next portion of the tour, which wasn't mentioned in the tour itself, and it was really dope, man. So what they do is they deflate their tires, and it helps them be able to drive through the sand. And then you literally go in the desert, the open desert, and this is my first time going to a desert. I didn't know that it was mountainous and like, you know, these ranges and stuff like that. I thought it was just like, I thought the desert was flat. So you're literally on these mountains and like these big ditches and everything, and he's driving up and down them and on the side, and you know the car is made for that type of terrain, but it feels like the car's gonna tip over because the car is literally on the side driving on the mountain and doing all kind of stuff, man. And they literally drive you around the desert for like 10 minutes up and down these hills and everything, and it's really crazy, man. So after that, when you stop, you get out. It's a guy. He comes there. He has a falcon and whatever, or eagle if I'm not mistaken. And he didn't really speak English, so he didn't explain exactly what kind of bird it is, but I think it's an eagle. But yeah, we take pictures with that, and then you have a chance to surfboard down the mountain and everything. But yeah, man, it was dope, man. It was a once in a lifetime type of opportunity. So I had a real good time, man. After that, you know, I took some more pictures and things like that. Then I made it back to my hotel. I actually went there for my birthday, so when I got back to my room, they actually surprised me and had a cake waiting for me and stuff like that, man. It was really dope, man. And I remember I went to this restaurant down the block that had these, they call it prawns. Oh, man, it was spicy, man. When I say spicy, ooh, you have to, you know, definitely bring your milk or your water or something because my mouth was on fire, man. And then basically, you know, I went on the roof. They had a pool up there. And I basically just chilled out by the pool, you know, sipped on some liquor and everything like that. And then I think later that night, I actually walked to this mall that's not too far. And again, I'm walking, I'm looking at numerous Lamborghinis and, you know, Benzes and everything. And I'm just like, oh, man, they got money out here, man. You know, but I basically went there because that's where the liquor store was at and stuff like that. So I had walked to the mall and, you know, just to do a little sightseeing, man. But yeah, man, it was dope, man. But yeah, that was my time in Dubai, man. Oh, yeah, also, while I was out there, the country right next door, which is Qatar, they was doing this, the World Cup there. If I would have known, I would have, you know, definitely tried to incorporate that as part of the trip. But, you know, it's just a good idea if anybody trying to go to Dubai. Try to look to see if you could go to Qatar also, man. All right, yeah. Peace.